What is going on, guys? William Fletcher here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get unlimited email subscribers on your website or blog by creating epic banner ads. So in one of my recent videos we created this really cool looking cheat sheet right here. So now what we're going to do in this video is we're going to take that cheat sheet and create a really cool graphic that we can put on the sidebar of our website or blog that's going to help us generate tons and tons of subscribers. So in this example, I'm using the Top Creator Tutorials website, and we're going to use this video optimization checklist to create a really awesome banner ad, and we are going to do that in a really cool software called Canva. So let's head over to Canva and let's get started. So let's click on Create a Design, and we are going to do a custom size, and for this sidebar banner we are going to use a 300 width by 250 height, and let's create a new design, and boom, there we go. So now we have this and we are ready to rock and roll. So one of the first things I'm going to do is we're going to go back over to our checklist, and I am going to create a quick screenshot of this. So I'm going to come to the top here and just grab a screen snap of this document. Boom, there we go. And now we're going to come back over to Canva. So we're going to click on Upload Media, go to the desktop and select that screenshot and click Open and let it upload here. And now we're going to drag that over into our banner ad. Cool, so now that we have that, we're going to edit this image, and we're going to come down to shadows, and we are going to throw a drop shadow on this. Very cool. Now we got a nice little shadow behind it, and there we go. Now we want to start dressing this banner up, so I'm going to make this a little smaller so we can get some text in here. We're going to put a button on this thing and really make this look good. But first, before we do, let's go to background and let's put an awesome gradient background on this thing. So let's see what this looks like. That is pretty cool. I like that. Let's also edit this image just a little bit, and let's see what other effects we could throw on this thing. So we got a glow. I like that too. We got the drop. Really like that drop shadow. So let's roll with that for now, and let's get some text on here. Again, the goal of this is to get subscribers. We're going to change this over to League Spartan, and let's go with free download, and let's resize that, and let's slide this to the top so we draw some attention to it. There we go. Let's slide this down a little bit, and I'm trying to think here. Do we want to just make this text white, or do we want to add like a header to it? It's actually kind of cool. Let's try moving this over here. So I got an idea to draw some attention to this. And before we do that though, let's add a button just to see how much space we're working with here. So let's click on Elements and let's go to Shapes. Actually, let's search a button and see if Canva has anything cool in here. Look at that. Let's click on this and let's see what we can do with this. Now with the button, guys, I usually like, so it doesn't really let me resize it the way I'd like to. Let's try this one, see if it lets me. It's not let me make them the sizes I want. It wants to make them, I don't want something that big. So let's delete that. We're going to do our own. We'll try one more of these just to see. Now this one lets me adjust it. But let's go to Shapes. We're going to build our own here. Let's go to Elements, Shapes. Let's just do a square. spread this thing out. Let's do something like that. Seeing what other options we have here, guys. Not a fan, so let's undo that. Let's bring this back out like that, like that. And let's bring this down to the bottom. Give it a little bit of padding down there. There we go. And don't like that color. And when I'm making buttons, guys, I really like the button to stand out from the background. So usually I'm all about making the colors really look good on something, but with buttons you almost want them to be ugly so they stand out. Actually, that's kind of cool how that kind of pops. We could do the pink, but I really want to do something that offsets the brand. So this brand has pink in it, and on the website it would be going into would have these same color schemes. So if I use the pink, it wouldn't stand out much from the website itself. So as ugly as it may be, we're going to throw this red on there because it really contrasts with everything else that's on here. Now we could try yellow and orange. Not really feeling it. Let's go with this red. And let's add some text. Let's do another heading, and we'll keep this. Actually, let's try Open Sans, and let's do download now. And we're going to make that font a lot smaller here. Let's bring that down like that. Let's pop that in there. I'm going to bring this up because I got an idea. Let's do that. Oops. Let's do this so we make sure it centers across this button. Let's roll with that. And let's see what this pops up if I search download icon under our elements. Yeah, there we go. Let's add this right here. And let's shrink that down. Let's put it right like that. Let's select this. Let's move those both over. And I'm going to change the color of this. Let's make this a white text. Alright, so I'm going to move this a little bit here so we can change the color of this. Let's make this white. Move our text back down. Line those up like so. And I'm actually not a fan of that font. I really like that bold font like that. So let's do that, make it a little touch smaller. And now let's move it down. Line with our little download icon. Let's roll with that. Select both of these. And let's try to center those and something like that. Actually, let's do this first. I'm going to try something. Let's do add text, and let's do get instant access cheap. That, let's make it white, and let's do that, and let's center this button something like that. And by having this button, guys, it makes people want to click it. Okay, so now we got our button. Actually, I'm going to try to move this down just a little bit. So move all that down somewhere like that. And let's resize this just a little bit. There we go. And now let's do elements, and let's type in arrow. And let's see what we got here. Let's start with this one and see what this looks like. So we got this on here. Okay, so let's turn this like this. And let's make this a little bit smaller. And boom. Now we have this really awesome banner that we can put on the sidebar of our blog or website and start getting email subscribers to want to download this. So when they click on this button, it's going to take them to what we call a squeeze page or a lead page, where they will enter in their name and their email address to get access to this video optimization checklist, therefore joining your email list. Now, obviously, this is just an example. You could do this for any type of lead magnet, but this shows you how to create that banner ad that goes on the sidebar of your website or blog. Now, we could play with this a little bit more. So what I did there, guys, is I duplicated that. And if we wanted to, we could try some different stuff with this. So, for example, I could go back to elements and let's click on another square rectangle type shape here. And let's move this thing up to the top. Let's resize it. And I could do something like this. And actually, let's make that just a touch bigger. Right there. And now I could make this button. Now I actually really like that, but I could change this button color. See what it looks like that. I kind of like that too. Let's roll with that. But let's create some different variations. And guys, you could split test this on your website with these different colors. So let's actually bring this back to that color. And now let's do a variation where that is like that. That's pretty cool. And guys, we can do this endlessly. We can do all kinds of cool variations. Do something like that. And like that. Right? So you could really mess with this and see what you can do to get the most subscribers, the most clicks, by changing the colors and layout of this thing all kinds of different ways. You could even do stuff like this. Move this over here, flip around your arrow, and test all kinds of different stuff. So guys, there you have it. In just a little bit of time, we created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different website or blog sidebar banner ads that we could use to start getting a ton of subscribers on our website or blog. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give it a like and subscribe to this channel because I put out all kinds of content just like this. So I will see you in the next video.